Hello, everyone. Rachel here. So, gods in wheelchairs, why not? As Hades 2 rolls out in early access, critics are loving not just the gameplay, but also how diverse the characters are. Take Hephaestus, for example, a big, strong god who's breaking the mold of what a god is supposed to look like, all from his wheelchair. It's a great step toward being more inclusive. Great job, Supergiant Games. However, some people worry this might just be a marketing trick dressed up as diversity. So, what's really going on? In Hades 2, Hephaestus looks quite different from his usual depictions in old stories. This makes sense, though, because myths have always said he was club-footed or had trouble walking. He was a brilliant craftsman who made amazing things despite his challenges. In some artistic representations, he uses crutch-like aids, and he collaborated with Athena to create the chariot. He also had two robotic golden handmaidens who assisted him in his forge, providing additional support. Thus, historically, a wheelchair seems entirely fitting. But the game doesn't stop with him. Now, we also have Hestia dealing with an autoimmune disease. Seems a bit out for a deity there, right? And there are more characters changing races than in the first game. But if the game is as fun as the first one, does it really matter? If gods from every background are popping up, maybe they're showing that ancient myths are for everyone, not just tied to one place. But I see two problems here. The first is whether this representation is a genuine effort toward inclusivity, or if it's more about tapping into trends for marketing purposes. Carl Rhodes calls this kind of things just woke capitalism. He argues that companies use diversity because it sells, not necessarily because they care about representation. So, is the diversity in Hades 2 a real effort to be inclusive, or just a clever way to make more money? The second is that, while this new approach makes the gods more relatable, it also brings them down to our level and forgets that Greek gods represented human virtues, not appearances. And this effort to represent them more humanly possible, even with an autoimmune disease, the gods are not just distant and untouchable anymore. They look and feel more like us. Olympus has gotten a modern update. It's more inclusive, more relatable, but maybe a bit less mystical. In other words, gods have become another part of the market. Hephaestus isn't just the son of Hera, god of the forge, of fire and craftsmanship. Now he's the symbol of disability. We've swapped the mysterious for the familiar, making these ancient figures reflect our modern world. But here's a thought. From ancient philosophy to today's views, we've always thought of humans as more than just bodies. We're minds and souls, too. By making gods so human, regardless of their appearance, are we lifting ourselves up, or are we just turning our culture's sacred parts into just another thing to buy and sell? Now, every divine encounter in the game isn't just about adventure. It ticks a box in some diversity checklist. I loved the first game, but now I can't help but notice some things as a player. We're no longer just gamers. We've turned into consumers, with even the gods as products, tailored to fit the latest trends. So gods in wheelchairs, fine. But let's not lose sight of what makes these myths truly special in our rush to commercialize everything. If everything is available and so close to us, what's left to hold sacred? Let's remember the wisdom of Ezra Pound from Cantos. The temple is sacred because it is not for sale. Let's strive to preserve the sacred allure and mystery that originally captivated us in the myths of the Greek gods. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and drop a comment. It's free, and it really helps us to grow. Happy mindful gaming, and see you next time.